Good morning, van trippers. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. It's been a wee while since we've done a recorded van trip. We've done van trips, but to be honest, we've just not recorded them because it takes quite a lot of effort. Actually editing the videos and recording them and remembering to stop and start and all the rest of it. And work has been super busy over the last year, so I've got a video which is edited that we're going to finish off on this trip, which we went fossil hunting down to Whitby, which was awesome. This trip though, we're going to Balmoral, we're going to Ballater, we're going to the sort of Braemar region, and I've driven through it a couple of times, but I've never actually stopped there. So on this trip we're going to go and check it out. The Linn of Dee is the place that I've scouted out on Search for Sites. It looks like an amazing park up. It's National Trust. It's £5 a day for parking apparently, and if you're motorhoming there's a few spaces if you're camper vanning, and therefore they charge you each day, so it's £10 for overnight effectively, which I think is fair enough. It goes back into the National Trust and I'm all for things like that. That's brilliant. 10 quids for an overnighter. So let's jump in the van. I'm just doing some prep work at the moment. I've been checking, it's been a few weeks since we've been in the van, so I've just been checking. I think we've run out of coffee. I'm thinking about what we're getting for tea, the usual stuff, you know. You're kind of like, are the toilet chemicals in the van, as we got our toothbrushes, all that kind of stuff. Make sure that we've got trusty old duvet, which I don't know if you've seen this tip before, but this was my wife found this online. You go to IKEA, get yourself a standard pillowcase, maybe slightly larger than the Auto Trail one that comes in the van, and stuff a duvet in it, and that way you've always got your duvet handy. Just need to get one for the wee man, and I've got my pillows already packed in here, so they kind of pretty much live in the van anyway. So yeah, going to grab some munchies and get on the road. Let's get going. Blank sheets in the centre. It's the chair lifts.
Sorry for the shaky video.
Parking spaces here anyway. We could definitely stay the night here, I think. Last night I went out of the van to take the dog for a quick pee before we went to bed, and as I got out, you can see around us here, it's just dark, dark forest at night. Beautiful stars, it was amazing. But anyway, I was out in the car park, wandering around, and all of a sudden, Lana just stopped dead in her tracks, and her ears were up, and her hackles went right the way down. She had her hackles up, and I was like, what can she see? And it's pitch black, I couldn't see a thing. And I'm looking around, couldn't see a thing, and the next minute she's got this deep growl. And she's just staring intently into the forest. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? And the next minute she's like, wah! But it was like a sort of scared woof. I'm like looking at the forest, she's staring intently at this bit of the forest. Of course it's pitch black, can't see a thing, and I'm like, okay, I think it's time to go back to the van now. Scary. I think she saw a ghost. That's what it was. Didn't you?
Still shaking.
That's the craziest pine tree I've ever seen. The Wendigo sex, is it? It's nearly Halloween. Wonder what made it grow like that. Rio! Stop for a sniff.
Maybe that's why she has such a big nose. It's just getting really deep.
Come on, Sniffy. That was funny last night. So I downloaded some scary movies. We're almost at Halloween, and downloaded some scary movies for us to watch in the van, get a bit scared. And I ended up downloading on Disney, Disney's Haunted Mansion. And when we went to watch it when we were having tea, we discovered it was a screensaver. 2 hours of lightning striking and creepy noises in a haunted mansion. Not the best movie I've ever seen, I have to admit. And the signal's a bit rubbish, so I'm trying to download something else. Wow, look at this. This is an amazing walk. This is such a beautiful walk. So cool. Do you like it, really? Ooh. Oh. Sorry if you're not falling. So the salmon migrate up this river between May and September, so we've missed them by a month. I don't think we'll see anything, but there's a salmon ladder just down here apparently, so let's go and have a look and see if there's any stragglers that we might just catch up with, but I don't think so. I don't hold out much hope. It's the end of October. Be well and truly done by now. Whoa, look at that water coming down there.
Whoa! Imagine a salmon jumping up that.
Imagine coming down that in a canoe.
What?
You get smashed to smithereens, that's for sure.
Yeah. Imagine.
It's so cool. Look.
Yeah. And look, how it goes.
Yeah. Awesome. So there's some pretty awesome walks around here. I mean, that sign there just demonstrating you could go for 30 miles in multiple directions, 20-30 miles. So, but did you see the note? You're entering potentially demanding and dangerous country. Ooh, talking of which, what lives in something like that?
Ladder.
Well, there's a spider's web over the front of it, so nothing. But yeah, it just serves as a reminder, notes like that people do go out into the hills unprepared, and the weather turns fast in Scotland, as you know, so you do need to be careful. If you're planning a massive walk like that, make sure you've got food, supplies, someone knows where you're going, all the usual safety chat. I don't want to bore you with it here, but this is just stunning. I can't wait to get back up. I think we come back up another nice weekend, Rio, and actually, I was saying we could maybe bring the bikes, that'd be cool. Get the bikes on the back of the van and mountain bike for miles. Bring sandwiches and stuff. Get off into the hills. Oh, you have to kind of check, the weather's a bit iffy November through to April. But yeah, we do like winter van trips, less people around, and you come here in the summer it's going to be heaving. So far we've seen 3 groups of people, or 1 person on his own and 2 couples walking. So not a lot of people come out in a day like this as well. I mean, it's not that windy, it's cool, it's like 7 degrees or something maybe, but you know, there's no reason not to come out in a day like this. It's stunning. But you've got potluck, you know, you kind of, it was forecast for torrential rain overnight, and I just looked at the map and found where was good, picked east or west coast, and generally you just kind of look at the BBC radar map and have a look. That was a nice walk. Next we are off to Balmoral Castle, there or thereabouts. I had a wee look on Google Maps before we set off, and I was going to try and cut across to Aviemore actually, because I thought that would be a quicker route. These roads, the one thing about this trip, the roads to get here are hell of a windy, so if you get a bit car sick, or you're not that keen on windy roads, I mean they're fine, they're just, you know, left, right, left, right, left, right every 2 seconds, so yeah. Anyway, so quickest way back home anyway is almost at Balmoral. It adds about 30 minutes to the journey and seems like something decent to do. We're also going to see if we can find a wee coffee shop to get some tea and scones. Just fancy a wee tea and scone today. What do you think? Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing to do. So let's get on the road, let's see what we can find.
Yeah, so those are that's 4.
That's what. We should have gone up there.
There's our doggy. Lemon meringue tart is not for doggies. It's not. No. Come on, man. This is the King's driveway, Rio.
What? Why does he have such a big driveway?
Well, because he's got a big house. Need a big driveway if you've got a big house. What do you think of the castle?
Old fashioned.